State Champs Game Time Live is powered by Alta Equipment Company. Game Time Live is also brought to you by Lawrence Technological University. 1-800-CALL-SAM. The Michigan Army National Guard. The Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association. Reaction Technologies. And the MHSAA.
And welcome back into Traverse City. So glad you could join us here on Game Time Live, along with my broadcast partner, Mike Aviso. My name is Sean Belegian. Mike, the nightcap of this fantastic tournament in this fantastic city, and we got a dandy for you. How about TC West taking on Byron Center? Let's start with TC West.
Yeah, Coach Fernsler really liked his team's compete level in practice this week, but let's keep an eye on Drew Charlin. If he's on his game, TC West can skate with anybody.
And Byron Center, what more can you say about the Bulldogs? This is a team that has been a threat for so long now in D2, and simply one of the best teams you'll find out anywhere in the great state of Michigan.
Yeah, they become one of our usual suspects. They're coming in here hot, but no one's hotter than Wall Ward nominee Quinn Saul.
Looking forward to this one. Don't you go anywhere. We'll have it for you in moments here on the State Champs Network Game Time Live.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
We agree.
That's the Bernstein advantage.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. That's what Bernstein means to me.
At Alta Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alta Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Leeboy, Sonnebogen, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alta Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
And welcome back into Traverse City. Snowy Traverse City, I might add. They're starting this game a little early. Why are they starting this game a little early, Mike? Because Byron Center needs to get out of here. And the snow is coming down.
Yeah.
And it hasn't stopped all day.
No.
It's snowing so hard that I know a group of people that are going to stay here one extra night, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, that group of people were lied to by all their weather apps that told us that it was going to be nothing.
Yes.
And then that it was going to be rain and we'd be able to get home and see our lovely wives and families and significant others. And it's just not going to happen. But there's nowhere I would rather be right now at this rink for this game, and also just in the city of Traverse City at the Lake Moore Resort.
No doubt about it. Should be a fun night regardless, and most importantly, a fun night on the ice. This is the nightcapper. This fantastic tournament, the Denowith Memorial Showcase, comes to an end with this one. Traverse City West taking on the Bulldogs from Byron Center. Titans Bulldogs put the capper on another successful Denowith Memorial Showcase. Along with the best crew in the business, Patty Cesarini down on the ice. He's Mike Iveso. My name is Sean Belegian. And Mike, this should be a fun game tonight.
Yes, two well-coached teams that play the game the right way. They fight on the boards, they win puck battles, they engage on the defensive end. Very similar type teams, and we're just going to see which way it goes.
While we have a moment, why don't we throw it down to ice level to our own Patty Cesarini. Patty?
Thanks, Sean. Well, Byron Center started out this season 2-5, and during that stretch, Coach Steger said we needed to just find some things out about ourselves, and more specifically, their defensive zone across the entire team. He said we were leaving Quinsall out to dry too many times, and during that tough stretch, he said everyone still showed up to practice with a smile on their face, told me that, and I quote, the overall vibe of the room was top notch. And now somebody that has stepped up for the Bulldogs this season is Nick Dulce. Historically, not much of a goal scorer, but in the past couple of games, he's been the one that's coming up clutch, scoring the game-winning goal. Coach Steger said it was expected that he got better, but as a staff, they are really impressed by the rate at which he has improved at. Back up to you.
The knowledge as always, and stay tuned. Patty will be down at ice level after the first and second period, and of course at the end of the game as well, as we have our Lakemore 3 stars. Mike, that's your responsibility yet again, and one that I know you love.
I love it. As I say, I think it gets tougher every game, and with two evenly matched teams like this, it's going to be even more difficult.
Before we drop the puck and get this one underway, of course, we love to pause for the playing of our national anthem. We are getting ready to get this one started. Of course, the Titans from Traverse City West love that jersey. The white jersey, the green and gold trim, and of course, Byron Center, that all too familiar black and orange. Don't blink, that is not Kurt Kavisto and the Brighton Bulldogs. That is the Byron Center Bulldogs.
Yeah, very, very similar look there. And back to what Patty said, they're really been this week in practice stressing that D-zone coverage for Byron Center, Sean. They thought they were leaving Quinsall out to drive. 67 shots he faced against Catholic Central, and he saved them all. But in the next two games, right around 20 shots a game. He really liked what he saw of his team defensively.
We were joking with Jordan during the week, and I said, with each passing day, I think 7 to 10 shots are added to that total. I think we're at 190 right now, Mike.
Yeah.
And underway here, Titans taking on the Bulldogs here on the State Champs Network and Local 4+. This one goes in behind the Byron Center net. Gordy Young clears it out. That's going to get up on an edge and roll all the way down the ice for the icing 19 seconds into this one.
Yeah, and out on the ice right now, let's keep an eye on number 11, Drew Charlin. This is a guy that we've talked about several times, Sean. He is a puck-moving defenseman. He can get involved in the offensive play. The coaches want him to not have to do it all. He's got to also play some defense.
Roskam gives chase in his own zone, plays it to the other side to the above-aforementioned Charlin. Off his stick. Kamenga with the shot. Boy, he has a long, tall drink of water. Dylan Kamenga.
Do they have a big guy like that every year?
And
they grow
think
them
there's
big.
always Kamingas, right? Aren't they?
Man.
My goodness gracious. Jordan's done such a good job with Byron Center. Certainly one of the usual suspects. Here come Bulldogs. That shot blocked by Drew Charlin. In behind the net, centering pass doesn't connect. Charlin with an opportunity to skate it out. He's under pressure and forced back into his own zone. Now come the other way do the Titans. In back behind the net, Goodell sends it near side. That deflects in front, high slot area, opportunity to skate it out. Here come the Bulldogs. Lopshire gives it up to Glupker. He just shoots it in. A minute and a half into this one, no score. Titans come the other way. Poked from behind. Nice play there by Dolce. Just shot in. No problem there. Getting down, Mosley. In back behind the net. They play fierce, do these Bulldogs. Put a lot of pressure on you, Mike. Make no mistake about that. Yeah. Hoffman's going to shoot it in and go give a chase. He's going to be the first one there. To the line, but not out. Another opportunity. Oh, Hoffman with a rebound and just missing. Bulldogs hustling back in their own zone to take it. Trying to pick up some speed through the neutral zone. Charlin back out on the ice. That was a quick breather. He's going to log a lot of minutes as that young man, number 11, Drew Charlin.
Yeah, and on the other side, Byron Center's nice shift so far by Eli Colden right now. He's got some speed.
Dangerous pass through the middle, gets away with it. And Charlin has to be forced back into his own zone. Jeff Spicoli next to me had a pizza delivered during the broadcast.
Well, Mr. Hand, if I'm here and you're here, this is technically our time.
That's right, and I'm going to pull Mr. Hand and grab a slice in a second. Kids, ask your moms and dads about fast times at Ridgemont High, okay? 3 minutes in, no score. Shots on goal in favor of Byron Center by a 2-0 margin. Forced back into their own zone, McKendry. McKendry leaves it there. TC West getting on a little forecheck now, trying to keep the puck in deep, Mike. Back in behind their own net, Gordy Young. That's a good young player, no pun intended, for Byron Center. They're going to dump it in and go for a change. Give and chase. Opportunity for the Titans to skate that out. And they get it out to neutral zone. Rubbed off the puck. And coming back is McKendry to try to knock it off the boards. 2-on-2 coming the other way. Shot there, no problem for Mosley. Gloving that down. And the draw will stay in the Titan zone.
You know, and speaking of Jeff Spicoli, how about Coach Stager and his surfing? That's always the first thing we talk to him about, and he was so excited about the weather in Michigan lately because it was creating huge, gnarly waves out there on the lake that he said some professional surfers were coming out to Michigan.
He is such a good guy and has done such a great job with Byron Center. No doubt about it. TC West now into the neutral zone. Knock it in deep. Quinn Saul, one of the best in the business, comes out and leaves it. As that's knocked into the TC West zone. Opportunity to come out with it, but it's taken away. Kuminga centering pass, tried to get it back to Kuminga to the point. That's deflected. Couple bounces in front, still laying in front of the goaltender Mosley. Finally an opportunity to get it out for Titans. Taken over in the neutral zone. Bulldogs content to just knock her back in and go give it a chase. Dolce in there. Trying to put some pressure in deep. Into the corner now. Big battle in the corner. Big Kuminga, look at that reach. Pass comes out in front, rebound lay there. A big stop by Mosley. Positioning stop to be sure. Bulldogs getting that forecheck going, Mike.
Yeah, they're creating some opportunities, and we might get another big goalie performance with Mosley tonight.
Burke promptly knocks it back in, and they give chase again. Meyer the first one in. He's trying to wreak havoc. Now TC West trying to come the other way. Colden rubs his man off. Coming back the other side, Mike.
There's a great effort there by Lincoln Seaforth beating that puck down to deny the icing.
Meyer tries to go outside. He's not allowed. Good defensive play there. On the perimeter now, our Bulldogs, but they have it taken away. Partello gets that out. Check that. My apologies. That's Barrett Shook that gets that into the BC zone. So Bulldogs have to start over there. Play down right in front of us, Mike. Tough to look straight down. Promptly shot back in, and that's going to go far enough for icing.
Yeah, I think this is exactly how TC West drew this up, Sean, as we get a replay on that quick play out there. I believe that hit the defenseman, my number 4, Noah Roscom. Is that who it hit? Yep, it hits him right in the posterior. But this is probably just how TC West drew it up. They play a 5-man system, Sean. Everyone has a job out on that ice, and right now they're doing it.
BC breaks out with it. There's 3 of them. Hits the trailer. That shot deflects up and over Mosley. But BC with the jump here tonight. Make no mistake about that. Poking it forward, keeping the pressure in. Marski pumps it in deep. Big battle down in the corner. Still battling down there. Comes the other side. Goodell. He tries to knock it back in deep. TC West content just to shoot it into the zone, and Glepker has to take over for Bulldogs.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Sometimes just get that puck out, relieve the pressure, and start again. It's like hitting the reset button.
No doubt about that. This one too far and goes for the icing. 10:20 to go here in this first period. No score, shots on goal in favor of Bulldogs by a 5-0 margin.
That's a little bit of a feeling out process right now.
Hey, Alta Equipment knows when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Control the draw, deflected just wide of the goaltender Mosley. Bulldogs keeping that pressure on. Shot comes through. He saw that all the way through traffic and gets the stop. Boy, I really like that jersey, Mike. I really, really like that jersey.
You know, it's kind of old school, simple, right? With it coming across the chest, nothing too fancy, but just solid. Just a solid jersey. I'm gonna agree with you on that one.
Draw in the Titan zone. Controlled by Titans off the draw. They have to go deep to get it. They go retrieve it and out into the neutral zone. Some interference in the neutral zone, no call, and they shoot it promptly back in. Mosley gloves it down and hands it off to Roskin. But it's Bulldogs taking over again. In the neutral zone, look at that big reach, that big body by 23, Dylan Kuminga. Back in behind the net, nobody in front. Dylan moves his big body in front of there, lay there for a second. Bulldogs on it again, shot from the point, good block there. Back to the point, waiting, gonna pump it in deep. Kuminga in behind the net, quickly back to the point. Playing catch now, the puck possession, big time advantage for Bulldogs early on here, Mike.
Yeah, this Kuminga-Goheen line has really had a nice first period so far.
Drop, back to the point, little wrister comes in, no problem for Mosley. And he gets the whistle. 9:08 to go in a swift moving first period No score here in Traverse City. Shots on goal now, 8-0 advantage for Bulldogs.
Yeah. Dylan Kaminga's just making life difficult for TC West right now, Sean. Whether he's in front of the net screening the goalie, he's in the corner using his big body or his speed to bring that puck up.
How's that pizza taste?
You know what? I'm actually going to have to call him. Just double check that I ordered gluten-free because this is delicious.
You're a jerk. 9 minutes to go exactly in this first period. BC pumps it back in behind the net. Giving chase down there, Shook. Shook backhand off the glass into the neutral zone. Bulldogs take over again. How many times have we said that here tonight, Mike?
Yeah, they are very aggressive with that puck, and things are working their way as TC West is. Whoops, sorry about that. As TC West is just starting to get their offense going.
I am so sorry I caught you mid-bite. My apologies for that. TC West going D-to-D in their own zone. Out to center ice now. Nice move there. Tried to go outside in, but defenseman played that very well. That's Elijah Colden. And coming back the other way are Bulldogs. Hoffman tries the power move to the net. I had to wait to see where that was. Yeah. I don't know if Mosley thought he had it, Mike.
Yeah, that was just a nice, strong power move here. Let's get a replay on this one. And you see Logan Hoffman, look at him go wide and look at that edge work to get there. And there was an opening. And I want to say his shoulder has this against the post. Oh, fell right into his blocker there. That's a great shot by our camera crew.
Good stuff. All right, puck lay there for a second. Chance to break out for Titans, and they do. Charlotte. Boy, he can move the puck, can he? Can't do it all, though. Yep. Goodell takes over. He's going to go off the boards, but they can't get it out. Titans on it now, trying to get something going the other way. Playing so well defensively, Mike, they haven't given up a shot yet.
Well, and that's the stress that Coach Steiger said in practice all week. D-zone, D-zone, D-zone. They've decreased their shots the last few games.
Backhanded off the boards. Charlin, the first one there, goes D-to-D behind his own net. An opportunity to get it out, and Titans do, but promptly give it right back up. Bulldogs flip it in the zone. Charlin flips it back out. Bulldogs have to touch up now. They knock it in deep instead. Charlin, first one there. Goes D-to-D to Roscan. Puck kept in by Bulldogs. Two of them working down there. Nearly a giveaway in front, able to get it out. That's going to go all the way down to Quinn Saul. He's going to leave it there for Gordy Young. Gordy Young trying to pick up some speed. Nice move in his own zone. Another nice move. Look at him create some space. Gordy Young coming in. Gordy Young coming in. Couldn't get the shot away. Did everything, but just couldn't finish with that shot.
Yeah, he got the defense to back off him a little bit. That puck just rolled off his stick as he went to shoot it.
6:35 to go here. No score. First period. Shots on goal. 9-1 now. 9-1. Hoffman trying to force a turnover there, but TC West comes back 1-on-3. Trying to move outside with a power move is Sorensen. He's pinned against the boards, and Bulldogs have an opportunity to get it out. Instead, turnover. 10 feet inside the zone. That's going to go too far. That's going to be icing.
Yeah, Byron Center is playing the game that Coach Steiger talked about. Defensively, life is difficult for TC West, but on their bench, Coach Fernsler's got to really figure it out and see how they can get their guys going. Is that going to start with a Drew Charlin, right? Maybe at the risk of some defense, but someone's got to step up and get this offense going.
6 minutes to go here in this first period. No score yet as that puck goes up into the bench and out of play. Hey, at Lawrence Technological University, your vision of competing in scholarship-level college athletics can be your reality. LTU offers varsity sports for men and women while studying for a world-class undergraduate degree. Scholarships are available at lturecruityourself.com. Puck stays in deep. Opportunity in front. Boy, it just seemed to skyrocket off that shot from Dolce. May have hit something. It just went straight up in the air. But Byron Center keeping the pressure in deep, Mike. At some point in time, you wonder, it's got to pay off.
Yeah, and with this Kuminga and Goheen
Back
line.
to the point, shot, no problem there. Mosley's stopping everything that he's seeing, that's for sure.
He's stopping everything, but the Goheen and Kuminga line here, and Dolce really putting the pressure on. And if one line's gonna break through, it's gonna be this line. There's some scoring power out here. Luke Goheen has been streaky this year, but when he is hot, there's no one hotter in the state.
5:20 to go, no score. Draw stays in the west zone. Clear win. Mosley can't control the rebound. Puck lay there for a moment, still lay there. Finally, Mosley puts a glove on it, says enough of this.
Yeah, these guys, Byron Center, getting to the net. Riley Meyer and his line. As soon as that puck was there, they were attacking it. We've seen this now 4 games in a row, Sean. Lopsided shots, putting that goalie out there. Eventually it breaks. Mosley's hanging in there right now, but TC West has got to take some of the pressure off of him.
Wins it straight back to Lopshire. Shot doesn't get through. Centering pass doesn't get through. Mosley has to freeze it again, and he does with 5:07 to go here in this first period. 11-1 shots on goal in favor of Byron Center. Certainly a territorial advantage, to say the least, Mike.
Yeah, a little bit of advantage all over in every zone right now is going for Byron Center.
This one controlled for the moment by TC West. Lopshire gets in there, tries to change that as the puck comes around near side and finally out into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Bulldogs. That one goes well into the roof. I don't think it came back. Oh, it finally did come back down.
Yeah. Unlike last night when we had that puck slowly go up and actually went through the rafters.
That was weird.
Back down. I'm going to be honest, it's the first time I've ever seen that. I've seen pucks go high, but this one went through. Those are some pretty tight rafters up there, Sean.
Big draw here for the Titans. Sorensen's going to take this, try to win it. Shot comes in right off the draw. Saul had to be careful, low along the ice. Good work there on the wing off the draw.
All right, now let's see if TC West can turn this into some offensive pressure, some sustained offensive pressure.
Sorensen and Dolce do it again, controlled by Sorensen again. That shot just a wide. As Bulldogs control, that's Goheen coming near side with space. Kuminga off the outside post. Boy, that long reach gives him such an advantage, Mike.
Yeah, and you can just see that size. The defense kind of just get off of him because if they get too much in, that size is going to be too much for him.
Absolutely. Taken behind the net by Drew Charlotte. Tried the home run pass. McKendry saw that, picked it off. And Byron Center going to try to start it from deep in their own end. Going D to D. Now the pass through the middle. Creates some space off Kuminga, and that's too far for icing. Not sure he touched it, as a matter of fact. Hey, Sam Bernstein Law, presenting sponsor of the Hockey Player of the Year and Wall Awards. Voting is now available on statechampsnetwork.com.
Yeah, I'd like to see if TC West could get a little bit quicker to the puck and get a little bit more aggressive and put some pressure on BC. They're really just, it's too easy for them to break out of their zone right now.
Hudson Robertson wins that drawback. Shot comes through. I don't think Saul saw it. Through a screen from the defender. That was Shook. Backhand pass. Boy, good opportunity in front. Oh, it came perilously across that blue crease area. So now it's TC West coming on. It's starting with this Robertson line. Robertson gets a takeaway there. Centering pass. Nobody home. Tipped away. TC West, best shift of the game, Mike.
Yep, they got that pressure, but Quinn Saul shut that door quick.
Opportunity in front. Hoffman knocked his man down. Backhand doesn't get through. Another backhand attempt. Still not getting through as Hoffman had 2 men on him and an opportunity to get it out, but not yet. Byron Center keeps the pressure in deep. Centering pass for Hoffman. Oh, Byron Center turning the tables quickly. That one gloved down on the wrister from Gordy Young with 2:58 to go here in this first period.
TC West is so good in their own zone. Oh, here's the saves by Quinn Saul. Watch this come back and just pad, save. I mean, that's what we've been hearing out of this kid, right? All the saves that he's been making. I don't know if there's a hotter goalie right now in the state, but down in the defensive zone for TC West, Sean, they're really collapsing in and protecting their goalie as much as they can. They've got 12 shots against. It could be 20 if they weren't blocking them.
Lupker tries a hard angle shot, doesn't get through. Comes back to the point. Young just promptly pumps it back in. Byron Center trying to keep that pressure down there. TC West trying to alleviate it. They do. Out into the center ice area, and now a couple guys coming. A wrist shot, no problem for Saul. And he gets the whistle with 2:35 to go here in a scoreless first period.
It's a good habit to get into for TC West, throwing those pucks on the net, whether Quinn Saul saves it or not. If we can get more offensive zone face-offs, we have a chance to possess more pucks and create more offense.
Off the draw. Byron Center gets it out into neutral zone. Charlin able to get on his horse a little bit. Look at that big first step, Mike. Still on it. Throws it back in behind the net. Now goes the other way. Lopshire doing battle. Able to get it just out over the line. TC West has to touch up, so a moment of respite for Gordy Young. He just promptly puts it right back into the neutral zone. Gordy Young rubs out his man there. Nothing wrong with that. Now that is wrong. And I think it's going to be the retaliation, and this one's going to TC West.
I think it might be going to Young.
Is it going to go to Young?
I think he's going down, so they're saying, yeah, holding. Yeah, it is. Even Young is like, hey, what's going on? But I think he had him maybe in a little bit of
the puck is there, so there's your hit. Now watch.
Head around right there. So I see what you saw. He drove through him.
Yes.
Right? But it was the DDT. Yep. Is that what they call it? The WWF. He had the headlock and kind of, but he got driven down. He didn't pull him down, Sean.
No. But it is going to be on Young. TC West on the power play. From the dot. Misses wide. Puck's going to ring all the way around into the neutral zone, giving Bulldogs a little bit of a break. Ooh. I thought the initial hit was good, but it was that arms around him that got him.
Yeah.
Into the neutral zone. West at this late juncture with a chance to take the 1-0 lead. Look at that power move. Saul had to be careful. Good play there to himself, Kuminga. But TC West takes it over. Kuminga stays on it, a backhand. And this could be a break. Goheen gets there. Kuminga going to the net. Oh, it nearly snuck through. Mosley had to be careful there and gets the whistle with $1:06 remaining in this first period.
Yeah, that doesn't feel good as a goalie when you got Goheen coming down on the wing. You know he could shoot the puck. And then you got the big Dylan Kuminga doing the center drive and getting there trying to create another opportunity. But another great job by Mosley.
TC West trying to get the puck out and start the attack. Marsky trying to keep him from doing that, but Charlin with an opportunity to skate away. Tries to pick up speed in his own zone. Rings it around. Saul went out to stop it, but let it go. TC West gets possession for the moment, and then finally an opportunity to clear it by Elijah Colton. 38 seconds remaining in this first period. See if they can break it out one more time. No, Dolce says no. We'll make you start over. Far side. That's going to go too far, and that's going to be an icing with 19.3 seconds remaining. So a good kill so far by the Bulldogs, Mike.
Yep, they've limited the chances, and the chances that have come were on the outside. We had a quick rush just a second ago where the guy tried to take it, but I tell you, the big bodies of Byron Center really push you to the outside.
Draw deep in the Titan zone. They lay there for a moment, and now the Titans able to skate it out. Shook throws it in deep, giving chase down there. Are the Titans. Bulldogs get it to the line and finally out. Kuminga, does he have one rush left in him? Skate to stick. Can't get inside, though, but that's going to do it for this first period. Shots on goal in favor of Byron Center by a mark of 13-6. But, Mike, no score here in this first period.
Yeah, I mean, both teams really trying to take care of their defensive zone. TC West gave up 13 shots, but they really collapsed well and took away really high-quality chances. And they've just got to now start to get some more offense on the other end as Byron Center's doing the same thing. Like I said, those big bodies are keeping everything to the outside.
We're going to throw it down to the classy one in just a moment, Patty Cesarini. Patty doesn't like it when I call her the classy one, but she is the classy one. I mean, compared to the likes of us, Mike, let's be honest.
Yeah, someone in this organization's got to be classy.
Somebody's got to be classy, no doubt about that. And Patty's the one that is classy, and Patty is the one that's going to have a conversation down at ice level in just a moment. As a matter of fact, why don't we throw it down to Patty?
Coach, you guys started to pick up a little momentum as the period went on. What changed for you guys?
Yeah, I think we were just kind of feeling it out at the start, which is probably not the smartest thing to do against a team like Byron Center, but it was nice to see the kids gain some confidence there towards the end of the period.
What are you looking to see out of your team as you head into the second period here?
Yeah, I'm just looking at us to be a little bit more confident with pucks in the defensive zone, the neutral zone, and then when we do get our opportunities in the offensive zone, we got to get pucks to the front of the net.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Sean.
Patty, no score after 17 minutes of play here in Traverse City. Along with the best crew in the business, Patty Cesarini down on the ice. Mike Iversel up here. My name is Sean Belegian. Don't you go anywhere. We've got second period action coming up here on the State Champs Network and Local 4+.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
We agree.
That's the Bernstein advantage.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. That's what Bernstein means to me.
At Alto Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alto Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Leeboy, Bogan, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alto Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
We said over the break that there would be some changes, and we are going to stick to our word. We made 2 changes on the wall side, on our goalie side. Let's welcome in a guy who's been on the list before, Blake Tice from Cranbrook. And how on earth could we ignore what Quinn Saul did out in Byron Center?
Yeah, you know, it's great to have Blake Tice back on this award because, as you've said, we've had him here before. Something happens. They have another hot goaltender, but right now he's 6-1, unbeaten in his last 5, and he's a big reason that Cranbrook is moving up that top 20, Sean. Quinn Saul, .933 save percentage. Again, we can't not mention 67 saves against Detroit Catholic Central. Welcome to the Wall Award, boys.
And I'll tell you what, the 1-800-CALL-SAM Player of the Year list, we've been talking about this guy for the last couple weeks. He was tendered, I think, just last week, Mike. We can't keep him off the list any longer. Nolan Bink from the Escanaba Eskimos, welcome to the 1-800-CALL-SAM Player of the Year list.
Absolutely. I sent you that tweet as soon as it came out, getting tendered to the NAW for Michigan high school hockey. That is huge. Can't wait to see him. We've heard a lot about him in the last couple weeks. We've been talking about him for a while. I love defensemen that can distribute that puck. I believe he has about 16, 17 assists already. Great year, great player.
Well, and this is your opportunity. We see it each and every week. Go to our website. You can be a part of the 1-800-CALL-SAM Player of the Year and 1-800-CALL-SAM Wall Award. You can cast your vote. Vote early, vote often. And as we put our criteria on the page, let me remind you of this, fellas. If your guy is the leading vote getter, they are automatically into the Final Four. That's the power that we give the fans out there. So vote early, vote often. Your guy, if he's on this list, goes immediately into our Final Four. No questions asked, Mike. And I'll tell you what, with some of the big showcases coming up, I have a feeling there'll be some even more changes.
Yep, and we're going to get our eyes this weekend when we're up in Traverse City on a bunch of these guys. So, hey, we're watching you, but not only the guys that are on this list, the guys that are knocking on that list. We're going to see you this weekend, too.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
It was not easy to spend many hours of my life putting this top 20 together over the weekend. I kid you not, but Chuck, without further ado, if you have not seen this on our social media pages or, of course, the State Champs website, Mike, here is our top 20. To me, after Catholic Central tied Byron Center, I think that opened the door for Howell to say we're the number one team in the state, and that's where I put the Highlanders.
I agree with you, Sean. It opened that door, and now that you've walked in this door, just be careful, Howell. The target is now on your back. It's kind of like tag, you're it. Your next couple of games, Northville, Alpena, and Granville, they're coming after now the number one team in the state. And before everyone gets excited, Sean, this isn't a slight to Detroit Catholic Central. This was a tough decision to make. That tie to Byron Center opened the door. I watched that game against Minnetonka. I thought they went toe-to-toe with Minnetonka. That was a great game, and I can't be more impressed every time Nicholas Kogut gets on that ice.
One of the things that jumped out to me about this, Mike, is honestly, after the top five, in my opinion, I think you could have put just about anybody anywhere. And Utica Eisenhower, I can't wait to see them in person. Mike, every year there's a team that you hear about and you're like, okay, I'm really intrigued. And this is a team that's living up to it. A lot of noise about what's going on with Ike.
Yeah, it's a big team we keep hearing about. They score goals. Keep hot, and guess what? You might be in that top five coming up.
One of the things that we cordially invite you to do is check out the full rankings on the website because unfortunately for our graphics, we can't put those knocking on the door, but a few teams knocking on the door as well. So you can check that out simply by going to the State Champs website, looking at our rankings list, and you can find it right there.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
We agree.
That's the Bernstein advantage.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. That's what Bernstein means to me.
Welcome back in. Your score after 17 minutes of play. Well, no score between Byron Center and Traverse City West. He's Mike Iveso. I'm Sean Belegian. How was the pizza?
That pizza was fantastic. It was so good, I actually had to call the restaurant back to double check that I got gluten-free pizza. Delicious. Shared it with the crew. I think they all agreed.
Looking forward to a good second period here. First period, shots on goal in favor of Byron Center. TC West, when we come back, will still be on the power play, albeit for 2 seconds, and then we'll be back to full strength, Mike. But early on, it was all Byron Center, and as the period went on, it seemed like TC West, the Titans started to come on.
Yeah, it seems like Coach Fernsler said, we started out a little feeling things out. Maybe that's not what we wanted to do against the Byron Center, but there's one thing I know is Coach told me, I have a player-run team, and what he means by that is in between periods, he's going to go in and he's going to ask his players, what did you see? What do you think we should change? And then what do you think that result is going to be? And so one way thing that I think those guys are probably talking about is how can we get our best players, our offensive guys, free to get some offensive chances.
Bulldogs heading back on the ice. Second period about to commence here in Traverse City. Originally, they were talking about a little snow up here. We got a lot of snow up here, and it hasn't stopped all day. As a matter of fact, we were planning to leave and head back to suburban Detroit after this game. And Mike, we're going to be staying another night up here. I'm not complaining too much.
If you're staying at the Lakemore Resort, the one thing you're not going to complain about is staying another night in luxury. And that's exactly what that is luxury accommodations.
No doubt about that. Second period about to get started. Now the big question, our chef, John Watson, has made some exquisite meals for us, okay?
Yep.
What's on the menu tonight? We've got a playoff game to watch. We have a certain hockey game that I have interest in. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Are our Habs playing tonight?
Our Habs are playing the Red Wings tonight.
Are playing the Red Wings
they
tonight.
Are.
Do we have a health update? Are some
Caden
of our
Gooley
guys
is playing tonight.
All right.
One of their top defensemen who's been out for a while. Caden Gooley is playing for Les Habitants.
All right, I like our chances. As the French would say, oui.
Magnifique. Second period about to commence here. He's Mike, or Michel if you're watching in La Belle Province. I'm Jean. And of course, Petit downstairs. We're back at even strength now. Byron Center in their own zone, playing it behind the net. Kuminga now, that long reach, just gonna flip it up and into the neutral zone. Bulldogs on it again though. Big battle right at the line. Dolce's gonna knock it in deep, and giving chase down there is Roskam. Roskam and Charland, you're going to see them log a lot of ice. Make no mistake about that. Back in behind the net. Charland's going to get there first this time. Plays it off the boards. Tries to play it to himself. Byron Center on it, though. Puck lay there for a second. Mosley gloves it as a couple of Bulldogs were looming.
As you know, Drew Charland's one of these guys that we've talked about, and he can really get this offensive going with his feet or with his passes. But right now, what I'm seeing is the Traverse City West team is having difficulty, the wingers, of getting space away from the Byron Center defenders, and they're going to need space if he's going to go tape to tape.
Bulldogs control that. Goheen off the draw, just wide. But they control it again. You saw a lot of this in the first period, Mike. Periods of puck possession by the Bulldogs, and they're at it again right now, just trying to keep the pressure down low. Kuminga throws it back to the line. Kept in by Bulldogs. Now a battle to get it out, and TC West able to do just that. Partillo high off the glass. That goes too far, and it's called on the icing. 15:46 to go here in this second period. Still no score.
Yeah, and those extended periods of puck possession in the offensive zone for Byron Center is really centering around the Luke Goheen, Dylan Kuminga, and Dolce line, Sean. They've really dominated, whether it's on the boards, in the face-off circle. They've just got to see, as we've said a couple times this weekend, get it in the middle. Win the battles in the middle where there's some better scoring places.
O'Hearn won that draw forward, but it's BC that controlled it. Knocked down the ice, and I think that's going to be icing. Indeed it is. Hey, by the way, Mike, if you're looking for high school hockey scores, standings, and stats, the Michigan Hockey Coaches Association says go to the hub. Visit mihshockeyhub.com. That is you can't put a price tag on how important that tool is if you're a high school hockey fan.
Yes, I mean, like I said, we use it when we're doing the games or if we're just at home.
Shot goes through. Not sure Mosley saw that, but it went to wide.
But that's what's happening right now is shots are going wide because there's so many TC West guys right there.
Dangerous pass behind. It looked like it hit a dead spot and came right out in front of Quinn Saul, but Byron Center able to skate away with it, and now they head back into neutral zone and into the TC West zone before it's promptly chipped away by Mac O'Hearn.
It was in your blind spot, Sean, but a defenseman jumped off. A defenseman was trying to go off as that puck came out. He played it instinctively. That guy didn't get off the ice fast enough. We're going to have TC West power play.
Yeah. This is their second opportunity of the game. Got one at the late juncture of the first period that carried over just 2 seconds into this period, and right back on the power play now for the Titans. It's the Bulldogs that control it. Off the draw, into the corner, and up and over. So 5 seconds gone from this power play opportunity. Shots on goal, by the way, 14-6 in favor of Byron Center.
And let's see if TC West can get Drew Charland open on this and see what he can do.
Gordy Young sliding, making a stop there. Puck goes all the way back to the point. Titans moving along the far boards. That shot didn't get through. Sorensen pumps it in back deep. Hops over the stick of Osmolski. Osmolski still on it though. Back to the point. Osmolski took a big hit, and that's going to create the space for Bulldogs to clear it. Charland throws it in the corner. And let's see if the Titans start a breakout here. 1:10 remaining in this power play opportunity. Pass to center ice, off the stick, but an opportunity coming back the other way. Shot deflected off of Gordy Young, just wide of Saul. A minute left in this Titans power play. 14 minutes left in this second period. No score. Byron Center with a chance to clear, and they're going to get at least one change as Dylan Kuminga elects to go off. Titans break out of their own end. Off the stick of Charland. Two Titans collide, and that opens a 3-on-2 the other way. There's Colden. Colden, high slot, gets that shot blocked. It lay there in the skates for a minute. Now Colden's going to come back, just throw it in the corner. Smart play there. Charland on it now. Weaves one way, then poke checks it from back in behind his own net. But Byron Center keeping the pressure in there. Now Goheen coming in. Or Dolce, excuse me. Dolce takes the puck away. Charland, perhaps one last rush for the Titans on this power play. Rubbed off. Dolce tries to punch it out. Titans keep it along the end boards. And now throw it in behind the goaltender Saul. Colden stops, starts, throws it the other way, and a breakout now for Byron Center. Just missing Goheen, and it's going to be called on the icing.
Yeah, a nice kill there for Byron Center, but they've got to be careful. They don't want to take too many more penalties, Sean, because two of the guys that they have out there killing those penalties, Goheen and Kuminga, are two guys that they're really depending upon also creating offense and scoring in 5-on-5 play.
Big draw in the BC zone. Controlled for the moment by Bulldogs. They ring it around in behind their fine goaltender, Quinn Saul, and Goheen leaves it for the D-man. Now coming near side. TC keeping that pressure bottled up in the BC zone. There's an opportunity, far side rebound, laid there for a second. And now skating away with it is Young. He's tripped up. No call. Young still on it. Comes outside. Tough angle shot by Kuminga with that reach. Tried the wraparound. Instead comes to the point. Young with a shot. That's blocked. Boy, you can hear the Titan bench celebrating that deflection in front. Doesn't get through. That was Goheen. Comes to the line. Kicked ahead. Charlin kicks it right back out. Goheen has to start back in his own zone.
Yep. Again, this line, that's got to be
That's going to be a penalty.
Yeah.
They got away with one. Didn't get away with that second one right at center ice. And for the first time tonight, Mike, we're going to take a look at that Bulldog power play.
Yeah, it's that Goheen, Kuminga, Dolce line again, bringing on the pressure here in the neutral zone. Oh, well, this is the power play saved by Quinn Saul. Just, I mean, how calm he is for how many shots he's getting is just, it's something to watch. It's something that we've heard of, you know, in that CC game and these other games that he's playing. To get to see it, it's quite something.
Dylan Kuminga's going to take this draw with that long reach. Right off the draw. Oh, Mosley had to be tough there with the blocker. Kept in, Gordy Young. Other point. Hit some traffic in front. Kuminga took one swat at it, two swats at it, and Mosley says enough of that and covers it up.
Man, is he a problem in front of the net. Mosley didn't see that first shot with Kuminga and a defenseman there. You can even see, like, looks around after, like, where is it, where is it? And then he's just winning battles. Kuminga has had a heck of a game so far.
Minute 45 remaining, clear win there. Back to the point, Young. Young lets a wrister go, deflected, lay there for a second. Mosley down, and an opportunity to clear it for TC West, and they do. Saul quickly plays it up. Young picking up speed. Leaves it there for Glupker. Glupker picks up speed now. Glupker going to carry in deep. In behind the Titan net. Young at the point. Young with a wrist shot. That hit something in front. Is that Kuminga setting up that big body in front? Tall, lanky body. Young again. This time to Goheen. Goheen with a shot high up in the mask. Lay there for a second. The net off the mooring, and they're going to blow it dead with 59 seconds remaining in this power play.
Hey, you can see the release in the shot that has gotten Goheen all of his goals this year. I'm just going to say, more than a save, this one just hits him because that was an absolute laser. And again, what Kuminga is doing in front of this net has just got to be driving Mosley crazy, but it hasn't broken yet.
Sounds like that ice ball I threw at Robbie our first night here. Remember that?
That was a direct hit.
Thank you very much.
From what, 100 feet?
122, I think.
That's what I
That
thought.
was the official. That was the official. And no, the screen was not broken, Robbie. Gordy Young skating out of his own zone. Gives it up to Goheen. Goheen's going to put up the brakes. Backhand pass. Behind the back pass. That one intercepted and thrown the length of the ice. Saul's going to leave it there for Gordy Young. Perhaps one more rush for Bulldogs. Boy, good job forechecking in there by Mac O'Hearn, wreaking havoc, huh?
Yeah, that's what a good, quick step, fast forecheck does for you. You just don't give those guys a chance to think about it. This is a high level of hockey. If they get a second to think, they're going to make the pass that they want, and usually they're successful.
Both teams at full strength now as that puck played into the neutral zone. Was picked off by Charlin, now backhanded into the BC zone. That's McKendry giving chase. Puts on the brakes, deflects. But now a chance to skate out for Bulldogs. Dolce weaving, centering pass, nobody was home. Gordy Young late arriving. Colden throws it in deep. Young was dangerous again down there. Check that, let me call myself out. As TC West comes the other way. Big battle behind the net. 5 bodies down there. 3 in black, 2 in white. You can hear the officials say it. Play it, play it, play it. Still tell them to play it. They're going to let them go. Still tell them, there's your whistle. Finally comes in. Nobody wanted to play it, Mike.
No. And usually what is happening is they just want you to move your feet, do something, be interactive, and just not stand there and kill the play. And that's what happened, so they're just going to blow it dead.
8:51 to go in this second period. Still no score. Shots on goal in favor of Bulldogs, 21-8. Draw one by BC, but TC West on it. Try to play it to the corner. Good job there by Gluepker, and now an opportunity skated out. He does. Gluepker with speed. He's got 2 men with him. Look at Gluepker, coast to coast, off the crossbar. Heck of a rush there by that young man, Reed Gluepker. That poked away, and I think Gluepker's going to go give chase and get the first one there, Mike.
Yeah, and it is good to see now that they can get another line going outside of that Kaminga line. It's really going to be trouble for TC West.
Heck of a rush there. TC West trying to keep it in, poke back in. They have to tag up, though, and that gives Byron Center an opportunity to get the puck out into neutral zone. Lay down in front of us. Finally chopped back in. Gluepker got to get on his horse to get there. Plays it off the boards, and they're just going to shoot it up. That's going to go too far, and that's going to be called on the icing. Sam Bernstein Law, presenting sponsor of the Hockey Player of the Year and Wall Awards. Voting is now available on statechampsnetwork.com. Really appreciate Sam Bernstein and his crew. This means so much to so many people. So thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
Yeah. And icing there by number 8. He's one of the freshmen, Derek Van House, that Coach Dager's really happy with the way they've progressed through this year.
In back behind the net. Can't get it out. TC West, little forecheck going on there. Finally a chance to skate it out, and they do. Elijah Colden. Elijah Colden with a big power move. You've seen these defensemen create some great opportunities like that so far here tonight, Mike.
Yeah, you got the defense creating it, and then on the other end, Traverse City's defensemen really getting them just enough outside that it doesn't become a scoring chance.
Lopshire doing some work back there, but this is cleaned out by TC West. 3 of them breaking out the other way. Just rolled off the stick, but got a shot away. Saul kicked that to the corner. Byron Center looking to get this out. Just going to flick it up into the air, take a bounce into the neutral zone, so that served its purpose. But TC West on it until Colden spins and throws it back in the neutral zone. They touch up and throw it back in deep. Trying to make the Bulldogs work a little bit here. Forecheck is very impressive so far in this period, Mike, by TC West.
They have definitely stepped up the forecheck. Now, as we always say, they got to step it up to where they create the turnover to create an offensive opportunity. I got to like what I'm seeing out of BC. They're really running their lines. It's been a while since that Kaminga line's been out there, Sean. They're getting a little bit of rest. They're going to be fresh.
In behind the net. TC West fighting to get that puck out. They do. Just chip it back into the neutral zone, and it's promptly pumped back in by Gluepker. Now it's BC's turn to get that forecheck going. Sandholm set up shop in front of the goaltender Mosley, but TC West with an opportunity to almost get it out. Charlin has to start over. He just flicks it into the neutral zone, and it's dumped in now by TC West. That was Osmolsky who just dumped it in. Saul leaves it there. Outlet pass doesn't click. That's going to go too far, and that's going to be called on the icing with 5:36 to go here in a scoreless second period.
Another shift with Charlin to where those forwards just aren't creating enough space to allow him to get that puck up to him and transition into some offense. I really think they're going to be working on that during the period and in between periods.
Draw one forward and opportunity to come out. Mike for BC, but the play is called. Hey, Lakemore Resort is a luxury lakefront property located only 15 minutes from Traverse City. Each of the 7 homes feature state-of-the-art hot tubs, on-site boat rental, making it the perfect location for large families, couples, corporate groups, or the state champs group. Open year-round. Go to lakemoreresort.com for more info. Appreciate them. No doubt about that. Pretty good game here, Mike. No doubt about that as well. Outlet pass, connects. Goheen gets to the line, can't pump it in though. BC finally gains entry. There's Dolce. Dolce gonna take a shot. That deflects and goes into the corner. Boy, scoring chances have been hard to come by here in the second period, Mike.
Yeah, again, we talked about it in the pregame. Both teams really pride themselves on D-zone coverage.
That shot deflected, didn't get through. Now back to the point. Golden just lets a wrister go. I think that hit Mosley, and then finally he gets a whistle with 4:38 to go here in this second period.
And that shot got through, but you can see Byron Center almost has to really think about where they're placing their shots because of the traffic that's in front of them. There's so many TC West players in front of that net. You almost got to throw it a little bit off to the side. I'd like to see maybe one of those Byron Center forwards sneak out from that pile right there, and instead of shooting it, that little backdoor pass, Sean.
TC West going to utilize the advantage of last change. Marsky takes this draw. Sorensen, the defensive draw for TC West.
Marsky, another one of those freshmen, I believe, that they're really obviously they're trusting their guys.
Another power play opportunity here for Byron Center as well, Mike.
Yeah, and so again, another opportunity for Kuminga and his line to rest a little bit because Coach Steger's like, hey, we're going to play everybody. We're going to keep it fresh.
Clean win there by Sorensen, but they can't get it out. Boy, they really pressure on that power play, don't they? That's Charlin using that speed and hockey sense to get that puck out into the neutral zone, make BC start over.
Yeah, you know, me and you are on the same page with pressure on the penalty kill, Sean. You have to put the pressure on, make them uncomfortable.
At this level, absolutely.
Make them uncomfortable.
Puck comes to the near side, controlled by Lopshire. Lopshire's got a long reach himself. Back to the point to Golden, to Lopshire. Lopshire gets it to Golden. Wrist shot deflected. Charlin almost a home run pass. Saul's going to come out and stop it behind his own net. Throw it to the open wing. Now they throw it the other side. Nobody was home though. Finally an opportunity to come the other way is Kuminga. 3-on-2 on this power play. Kuminga using that size, using that reach, waiting. Gonna pump it back in deep. First one there, TC West, but knocked down by Kuminga. Back to Goheen. You could tell Goheen wanted to let that go, Mike, but smartly passed it to Dolce.
Yeah, he was working himself into a position, but he just couldn't see an opening.
Controlled, however. Goheen, a good block there. Another block. How about that? A couple blocks by Barrett Shook. Controlled still by BC. 15 seconds remaining in this power play. That shot by Young goes wide. Kuminga on it, though. BC still with pressure. Nobody in front, though. 3 men in behind the goal line, Mike. Gordy Young at the point. Waning seconds of this power play. Shot comes in. Rebound, lay there.
Oh.
Still laying there. Puck stays out, net off its moorings.
What a strong save by Mosley there because he was getting not only the puck, but the puck and the stick on there. Let's get this replay here and just watch Mosley's pad come down and watch the strength as it gets stick and puck, and he's strong enough to keep everything out of the net. What a game so far for that young man. And another guy that's having a nice game, the guy that started that whole play, Young. Byron Center, the defenseman, Sean, a real nice game so far.
Back to even strength. Shots on goal, 25-9 advantage for BC, but we're all tied up. There's no score to report. Robertson gets it to the line, but not out. Kept in by McKendry. Centering pass just off the stick of Hoffman. Now BC buzzing a little bit. Back to the point. Colden shot blocked. He has to get on his horse and get back.
About 5 block shots.
TC West doing a lot of the little things, Mike. You read my mind. Nice play to Martzke. Martzke comes up. He's got Hoffman as a trail. Tried to get it to Hoffman. Missed him. But it's BC on it. Still on it. That puck knocked away. Opportunity off the boards. Out into the neutral zone, but picked up by Hoffman. He's going to carry back in. Hoffman 1-on-3, knocked off the puck, but into the corner. Now it's Martzke's turn to apply some forecheck pressure. Minute and a half left in this second period. Puck bounces into the neutral zone. Giveaway there in the neutral zone. Skating up now in the neutral zone is Glupker. Glupker waiting, looking. Oh, he had Goheen, but an active stick in the passing lane, Mike. It may have saved a scoring chance.
Not only did he have him, but you could see him cock that stick real quick. He was anticipating, and that shot would have been off in a heartbeat.
Glupker, he's had his moments tonight. Another rush. He's going to knock this one in. Last minute of play here in this second period. Scoreless between Traverse City West Titans and the Byron Center Bulldogs. Puck comes out for the moment, then shot right back in. An opportunity for Roscan to skate it out. He hits his man. Center ice. Perhaps one more chance for Titans. High slot area deflected. Oh, in behind the net. Tough angle shot. Almost caught Saul net off its moorings with 29.3 seconds remaining in this period.
You could see Saul kind of get lost, that puck behind him. It took a couple of crazy bounces. He didn't know where it was going to come out. But just as he's been this last couple months of the season, he was in the right spot.
No doubt about that. Boy, what a fun game this has been, Mike. Make no mistake about that.
As we say a couple times, very well-coached teams playing very, very hard.
A whole bunch of little things in this one. If you're a hockey fan, you like things like that, right?
If you're a coach, you love things like that.
Absolutely. Chipped in. McKendry has to start over. Throws it to his defense partner, Colden. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. One last rush for Titans. Sorensen tries to throw it in front. 5 seconds left in behind Saul. Backhand opportunity. Doesn't connect, and that is going to do it for the second period of play. Shots on goal after 2 periods. The Byron Center Bulldogs 25. The Traverse City West Titans 11. No score in this finale here at the Denowith Memorial Showcase. In just a moment, our own Patty Cesarini will be down at the Byron Center bench with one of the good guys in the business. Patty, take it away.
Coach, you hold TC West to 11 shots on goal through 2 periods. I know the defensive zone was a big point of emphasis for your team coming into this game. How would you evaluate the play in the D zone?
Yeah, we're definitely fighting it a little bit tonight. The puck isn't really rolling our way. These are things that you deal with in a hockey game. We have to find a way to settle it in and simplify. So
the back of the net's been hard to find in this game. How do you just continue to keep your guys patient?
Yeah, we're talking positive vibes only on our bench right now because it's frustrating. Their goalie's playing one heck of a game right now. Their D are locking down right in front, which is frustrating to play against. They're doing exactly what they should be doing. So
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And don't go anywhere. When we come back during the intermission, Sean, Mike, and I will have a nice conversation to wrap up this showcase. So don't go anywhere. You are watching State Champs Game Time Live.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
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 That's what Bernstein means to me.
We agree.
That's the Bernstein advantage.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, that's what Bernstein means to me.
At Alto Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alto Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Leeboy, Bogan, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alto Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Welcome back into State Champs Game Time Live, where we have, as Coach Jordan Steger would say, positive vibes
That's it.
only
That's
up
it.
here. And positive vibes only for the 2026 Rick Denowith Memorial Showcase. And guys, this has been a heck of a time. We've seen a lot of great hockey over the past couple of days. I'll ask both of you, and Sean, I'll start with you. What's been the highlight of this trip?
I think Jordan is a beauty, so let's start there. I'm a big fan of positive vibes only. No, you know what? Each year this grows, and I think word of mouth is huge, Patty. And you hear people talk about what a wonderful time it is up here and how the great people up here just treat us so wonderfully. The teams, the players, we in the media. I want more showcases. I clamor for more showcases, and I think this is one of the showcases, Denowith Memorial Showcase, that is kind of leading the way.
Absolutely. And Mike, I'll toss it to you now. What's been the highlight for you?
Well, the highlight for me is kind of the same thing every year. Being able to get to this showcase, walk through the lobby, walk through the arenas, shake hands with all the coaches, and hear just the positive vibes that they send our way for what State Champs is doing for high school sports, high school hockey here, but getting to meet so many of the top coaches in the state.
Yeah, there's no place that we would rather be, so much that we're staying an extra night, as you heard both of these guys talk about earlier in the game. And Sean, when you take a look at the showcases, obviously there's the Trenton one, that's the big one. What really separates a good showcase from a great one?
I think when you are able to get teams from all over the state, it's pretty cool. Like, you know, I love the Adam Mitchell Memorial Showcase because, you know, what it does is, I mean, I don't mean any disrespect to anybody. I think it's safe to say everybody that follows high school hockey, the KLA, the MIHL are the two best showcases. But when you have a showcase like this, when you have a showcase like we will see in Trenton in a couple of weeks, you're getting teams from every corner of the state. And it's great to catch up with some old friends. It's great to meet some new friends as well. So I think that's one good thing you got going for you. And, hockey. You know, I mean, I'm just a hockey fan. And when you have good food up in the press box, that counts for something as well, let's be honest. But it's all about the game. And I'm biased. I say it all the time. I think it's the greatest game on earth. And, you know, when you can showcase some of the talent, I think you got a winner.
Again, we've had a lot of fun here. We've got 17 more minutes left to play. But when we dive into this game, stalemate, 0-0. Mike, what's going to separate one of these two teams here down the stretch?
Well, as we know, Coach Fernsler is going to be in that locker room asking his team, what are you seeing? What do we need to do? And they did a little bit in the beginning. Their forwards have to make room for themselves so their defense can transition that puck up. If I'm Coach Steger, I'm saying keep the course, boys. We've really got some pressure. And he said their goalie's playing a really good game. Mosley is 25 saves so far. Enough pressure, maybe we can get one through. As I was saying, I'd really like to see them move someone out of the pile of players in front of the net. A little backdoor pass and an empty net goal might be something he's talking about.
All right, well, we'll see. We will have more third period action for you right here on the State Champs Game Time Live.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. That's what Bernstein means to me.
We agree.
That's the Bernstein advantage.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, that's what Bernstein means to me.
At Alto Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alto Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Lieboy, Sonnebogen, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alto Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
We said over the break that there would be some changes, and we are going to stick to our word. We made 2 changes on the wall side, on our goalie side. Let's welcome in a guy who's been on the list before, Blake Tice from Cranbrook. And how on earth could we ignore what Quinn Saul did out in Byron Center?
Yeah, you know, it's great to have Blake Tice back on this award because, as you've said, we've had him here before. Something happens. They have another hot goaltender, but right now he's 6-1, unbeaten in his last 5, and he's a big reason that Cranbrook is moving up that top 20, Sean. Quinn Saul, .933 save percentage. Again, we can't not mention 67 saves against Detroit Catholic Central. Welcome to the Wall Award, boys.
And I'll tell you what, the 1-800-CALL-SAM Player of the Year list, we've been talking about this guy for the last couple weeks. He was tendered, I think, just last week, Mike. We can't keep him off the list any longer. Nolan Bink from the Escanaba Eskimos, welcome to the 1-800-CALL-SAM Player of the Year list.
Absolutely. I sent you that tweet as soon as it came out, getting tendered to the NAW for Michigan high school hockey. That is huge. Can't wait to see him. We've heard a lot about him in the last couple weeks. We've been talking about him for a while. I love defensemen that can distribute that puck. I believe he has about 16, 17 assists already. Great year, great player.
Well, and this is your opportunity. We see it each and every week. Go to our website. You can be a part of the 1-800-CALL-SAM Player of the Year and 1-800-CALL-SAM Wall Award. You can cast your vote. Vote early, vote often. And as we put our criteria on the page, let me remind you of this, fellas. If your guy is the leading vote getter, they are automatically into the Final Four. That's the power that we give the fans out there. So vote early, vote often. Your guy, if he's on this list, goes immediately into our Final Four. No questions asked, Mike. And I'll tell you what, with some of the big showcases coming up, I have a feeling there'll be some even more changes.
Yep, and we're going to get our eyes this weekend when we're up in Traverse City on a bunch of these guys. So, hey, we're watching you, but not only the guys that are on this list, the guys that are knocking on that list. We're going to see you this weekend, too.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
It was not easy to spend many hours of my life putting this top 20 together over the weekend. I kid you not. But Chuck, without further ado, if you have not seen this on our social media pages or, of course, the State Champs website, Mike, here is our top 20. To me, after Catholic Central tied Byron Center, I think that opened the door for Howell to say we're the number one team in the state, and that's where I put the Highlanders.
I agree with you, Sean. It opened that door, And now that you've walked in this door, just be careful how the target is now on your back. It's kind of like tag, you're it. Your next couple of games, Northville, Alpena, and Granville, they're coming after now the #1 team in the state. And before everyone gets excited, Sean, this isn't a slight to Detroit Catholic Central. This was a tough decision to make. That tie to Byron Center opened the door. I watched that game against Minnetonka. I thought they went toe-to-toe with Minnetonka. That was a great game, and I can't be more impressed every time Nicholas Kogut gets on that ice.
One of the things that jumped out to me about this, Mike, is honestly, after the top 5, in my opinion, I think you could have put just about anybody anywhere. And Utica Eisenhower, I can't wait to see them in person. Mike, every year there's a team that you hear about and you're like, okay, I'm really intrigued. And this is a team that's living up to it. A lot of noise about what's going on with Ike.
Yeah, it's a big team we keep hearing about. They score goals. Keep hot, and guess what? You might be in that top 5 coming up.
One of the things that we cordially invite you to do is check out the full rankings on the website because unfortunately for our graphics, we can't put those knocking on the door, but a few teams knocking on the door as well. So you can check that out simply by going to the State Champs website, looking at our rankings list, and you can find it right there.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
We agree.
That's the Bernstein advantage.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. That's what Bernstein means to me.
I gotta tell you, Mike, anybody's hockey game as we go into this third period. Who's gonna stand out and be the Patrick Mahomes?
Yes, thank you, Chris. We're going to really be looking for TC West to free up those forwards and start creating some offense off that back end, most likely off Drew Charlin's stick. For BC, they're just going to keep going forward and see if they can create something off to the side of goaltender Mosley, who he's saved 25 shots so far.
Puck laying the center ice dot. I've mentioned this to Patty before, but I have to say it publicly. With the Lions out, Mike, that's going to be a trip in the neutral zone. You know who my favorite team is right now in the NFL playoffs?
Anybody playing the Bears.
You got it. Anybody but the Bears.
Well, I told Patty I would do her a favor,
Patty.
A total solid, that there may be a slight wager on the Packers tonight to try to, give Patty some love for the Bears if they can not cover.
Fair enough. TC West on a power play. They're 0 for 2 tonight. Can they convert here? The next one might be the winning one, Mike, the way this game has gone.
Yeah,
Charlotte at the line. They pump the puck back in deep. TC West on the power play to start this period. Byron Center with an opportunity in the corner, and they are able to get it out.
Another very aggressive kill here with Byron Center. Both teams very aggressive on the penalty kill.
Well, nearly a giveaway there. There's Charlin, though. Charlin with speed. He's dangerous. Carries to the high slot. Oh, that shot didn't miss by much. It looks like it deflected off of something in front. TC West still on it. Titans in behind the net. Kamenga trying to pin his man along the end boards. That's the opportunity that the Bulldogs needed, and they clear it all the way down the ice. Mosley is going to play it up. 55 seconds remaining in this power play opportunity for Titans.
And that last drive up the ice, Sean, that's exactly what TC West is going to do. They got Brady Sorensen with that center drive going to the net, which freed up a little bit of room for Charlotte.
40 seconds remain. Charlin's going to carry up. Open wing, overskates it, but recovers, sends it the other way. Charlin, first one there. Charlin pumps it in deep. Looking for a man in front, couldn't get it through. Played nicely by Byron Center. That was Colden. Comes back to the point. Looking, waiting. Passes it near side with 10 seconds remaining in this power play. Bulldogs doing a good job of keeping everything outside, and they're going to kill this penalty. Goheen, as a matter of fact, going to make extra sure and throw it back as well to Goodell. Teams at even strength as the puck goes in behind Mosley. 14:35 to go. Scoreless tie, third period. I say again, the next one could be the game winner. Goodell muscles that one forward. Goheen tries to thread the needle to Kamenga. Kamenga rubs his man out. Nearly came away with the puck as well, but TC West an opportunity to clear out. But they promptly give it up. So Goodell's going to carry in. Just over the line, and TC West is going to take over. And I think we're going to have too many there, Mike.
Nah, Kamenga, go ahead, Sean.
High school officials are always needed. Over 1,000 new officials each year. Stay in shape, stay in the game, and even get on the ice. Learn more at MHSA.com.
Yeah, one of the TC West players was trying to get off the ice and just introduced himself to Mr. Kamenga with a body check, and Mr. Kamenga kind of gave him a back arm sit down type move, and the ref was right there and made it real easy call.
Right back in the box. So another power play opportunity for TC West. They've had two now in the first 3 minutes of this third period. Get it out over the line, though. Charlin forced to start over in his own zone. Head up, look at that young man skate. He's going to go chase it as he's impeded by Goheen. Goheen with a takeaway. Goheen on the backhand. Boy, he's a smart player. Yep. All the way back to McKendry. McKendry's going to waste some more time. Gordy Young is going to clear it all the way down to Mosley. Mosley just chips it away, but look who's right there, Goheen. Boy, Goheen's had a nice night, hasn't he?
He's getting a little frustrated right here. He thought he drew a couple penalties on this PK of his, and he might have been right, but he's got to keep it positive. Positive vibes only.
Positive vibes only, that's right. 1:05 to go. And once again, playing catch now in their own zone. Young to McKendry. McKendry is going to skate it out. McKendry just says, enough of that. I'm going to clear it the length of the ice and rag off some more this time with 50 seconds remaining in this power play opportunity. It's Dulce on it again. He's being pressured but throws it back. Colden is going to throw it far side. Charlin has to retreat back behind his own net. Try to get one rush going here with under 30 seconds remaining in this power play. Puck comes out. BC promptly knocks it back in. Glupker.
It's a really
20 seconds remaining.
Really big kill with one of their big penalty killers in the box in Kamenga.
No doubt. 10 seconds left. Do they have enough for one more rush? Here they come. They try to pump the puck in deep. In back behind Quinn Saul. Coming out in front, there's an opportunity. Not cleared. Score! Barrett shook just inside the left dot. As the penalty expires, Mike, that'll be an even strength goal.
Yeah, that's just Johnny on the spot as the defenseman went to clear that puck one last time on the PK. It came right to Shook, and he made no mistake about it. He buried that top shelf. Quinn Saul didn't know what was coming, didn't have a chance.
A huge goal with 12 minutes remaining. So now the pressure on the Bulldogs. 1-0 Titans. Even strength goal. Robertson and Totten on the assists. And even though it's a 2-1 shots on goal advantage, Mike, at 26-13, the most important number is that 1-0 for TC West.
Yeah, this is our fourth game of the weekend. All the games kind of look the same with the shot differential. We've said, this has to happen at some point. It is. Mosley's just making the saves, and TC West made the best out of their one opportunity.
Kuminga throws it in deep. BC trying to keep that puck in deep. Kuminga steals it. Oh, look at the hands there. Shot off the glove of Mosley. Oh, Kuminga came close there. Puck stays in deep. BC on it. Goheen throws it to the far side. Dolce gets there. Now helped up by Goheen. Nice pass there. Oh, active stick got a piece of that. That's Saferth. Good block there. Oh, boy. Lincoln's having himself a shift here. Kuminga. The pass comes in behind the net. Goheen on it. Chipped away. Goheen still on it with 11 minutes to go. Into the corner, and we're getting a power play, Mike.
It's either going to be a rough or a boarding call there. And the pressure was down there by BC, but what a shift by TC West. That's kind of what Coach Fensler was always talking about with, I have a 5-man unit. Everyone that's out there is playing. I think everyone on that ice made a play in their own zone.
Cross-check was the call.
Chuck tells it's a cross-check. It is a cross-check. Just when it looked like it was going one way, now we have a power play, and we have the big fellas out here. Someone's calling the timeout. Maybe Byron Center's going to draw up a play, give their big guys and Kuminga, Goheen, and Dolce a little bit of a rest.
All right, take a look here, Mike, at the replay of this goal. As I pop my pee, I apologize for that.
Yep. You could see Saul was down, but he was favoring over to the post to where that puck was being cleared, and it just happened so fast he didn't have enough time to cover that far side, and it got just past his glove into that top corner.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you that at Lawrence Technological University, your vision of competing in scholarship level college athletics can be your reality. LTU offers varsity sports for men and women while studying for a world-class undergraduate degree. Scholarships are available at lturecruityourself.com. 10:56 to go into this one. A huge power play for the Byron Center Bulldogs. So, has this been fun, Mike?
Oh, this is just great. This is just the cherry on top of this game. What a dandy we have here. Maybe an instant classic. I'm going to say not only did they draw up what they want to do on the power play, but I think they're going to run something off this face-off. Let's watch for a play, a little deception here to where this puck is going to go.
Dolce takes this draw, a huge one at that. And the puck goes out over the line. Byron Center has to start over in their own zone. Young gets it over to Reed Glepker. Glepker makes a move. He's being hassled. He's taken down in the neutral zone. Back in behind the net. BC showing some speed, and they're going to go on the power play again, Mike, on that trip. And what a glorious opportunity for BC as they're going to have a prolonged period of time of 5-on-3.
Yeah, a minute 34 of 5-on-3, and that could be just what the doctor ordered because they were having trouble, as we know, with that 5-man unit of TC West getting through. They had a chance on the power play, now taking 2 guys off, 5-on-3. Let's see what they have drawn up.
Keeping the same guys out there. Dolce wins it back. Starts with that. Young to Glepker over the line. They have to start over. So Young gets it over to Goheen. Goheen's going to hold on to it. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. Back to the point to Glepker. High point, Young to Goheen scores. We're all tied up, and they still have a $133 on the power play, Mike. Patience, 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 and it paid off.
Patience, and where did it come from? That outside pass, kind of backdoor is what we were talking about. You can't get it all through everybody, so you just look at, of course, it's on the goal scorer, Goheen's stick, and he makes no mistake. Nothing that Mosley could do there. He's got to respect that shot possibly coming from Young. Can't be everywhere at once. Goheen with the goal. Nice pass, though, by number 5, Reed Glupker. He's having a really good game. I like that kid's game.
Agreed. Nearly had one in the first period. If you remember, he went crossbar on a great rush. Still on the power play are Bulldogs. Kuminga back to the point. Goheen with another shot. That one deflects high off of Mosley and into the rafters.
You know, I like to say, Sean, I would think if I played now, or if I, back when I played, had the sticks that these kids get to play with that flex and the way they just bend it and pop it, what a shot by Goheen. But I think I could shoot that when I was in my prime, Sean.
Oh, we're pathetic. Puck lay there for a second. Good job muscling it out, though. Lincoln's had himself a good game as well.
Yeah, it's a gritty play.
A minute left in this power play opportunity. 1-1 now here in the third period. Knocking it in. Dolce after it. He's going to put on the brakes. Send it out to Goheen. Gordy Young, the quarterback of this power play. Nice maneuver there. Glupker gets that. Just puts it in deep to Dylan Kuminga. Back to Dolce, to Young, to Goheen at the dot. Pass in front, swatted away. Good active stick by Charland. Glupker with the shot. Mosley shuts her down with 25 seconds remaining in this power play opportunity. Shots on goal now, Mike. 29-13 in favor of Bulldogs.
Yeah, and how many times do you see that? You have the puck on the goal scorer stick, the guy that you want to have it. This is the save right here, but right before that, Goheen had it on the stick, and Mosley's so hot right now, he kind of thought about shooting, and I'm like, nah, I think I'm going to pass it wide.
Play just underway, 21 seconds remaining in this power play opportunity. And Bulldogs are going to have to come back outside the line. Time for perhaps one more rush, Mike, on this one. Starts with the draw, they win it. Lopshire throws it in deep. First one there, though, is Charlotte. Charlotte rings around the near boards and out into the neutral zone. That should just about do it. McKendry's going to throw it in one more time, giving chase a couple Bulldogs down there. We're back at even strength of a 1-1 game with 8.5 to go. Lopshire on it. He's got a long reach. Still working. Bodies flying down there in the corner. Back to the point. Sent back in deep. Another big hit. Still on it. Now Meyer comes in to help out with a couple of Titans down there. Centering pass doesn't get through to the point. Shot comes in. Low shot deflected. Chipped away to the line, but not out. Byron center with some intense pressure now, Mike. Keeping the puck in that zone. Hoffman in it after it in the corner. Hoffman spins and throws it back in behind the net. Double team down there in the corner on Meyer. Hoffman comes in to lend support. Puck gets to the corner and out.
Yeah, TC West right now is very happy to keep everything outside on the board and out of their zone.
Look at Gordy Young. He's on a nice night, too. He's just going to throw it in the corner. Send a couple Bulldogs down there after it. As it looks like BC's been on a power play for about 4 straight minutes, Mike. They've just kept that pressure in deep.
Yeah, you kind of get stuck after those 5-on-3s, and you just can't get out of zone. They almost need a whistle to catch their breath.
Hoffman now going to pick it up back behind the net. Hoffman waits, throws it back the other way, trying to get a cycle going. Comes back to Hoffman. He tries a tough angle shot, didn't get through, but back to the point. Shot comes in. Oh, bounced by everybody. And now an opportunity to come out for Titans. They still can't get it out. Hoffman on it, Mike. Hoffman with a centering pass. Puck lay there for a second. Glepker able to keep it in. Chips it ahead. Glepker on it again. Kaminga jumps in. That shot's blocked.
They need a line change, Sean, or an icing. They're in
Boy,
trouble.
do they ever. Dolce jumps back on. A lot of pressure. On the backhand. Back to the point. Young with a shot. That's blocked. Still on it. Score! You cannot keep the puck in that deep, Mike. And BC takes their first lead of the game.
And here's just, I think that's going to be a shot, an old-time slap shot coming from Gordy Young. Dolce, man on the spot. Hey, when the goalie's hot, sometimes you just got to throw it on him, and that just snuck 5-hole, Sean. Just snuck, but you hit it on the head. You can't have that much pressure in your zone. They got trapped. They needed an icing or a line change there to get a breath, and they just didn't get it.
Well, we saw no goals for the first 34 minutes of this game, Mike. We were scoreless after 2, and we've seen 3 in the span of about 11 minutes here. What do you know about that?
It's kind of the way it goes, right?
Yeah. BC trying to keep that pressure on. Even though they have the lead, you're not going to see them sit back. Dolce comes in. Another shot. That doesn't make it through. Holden with the shot. That doesn't make it through. 3-on-2 the other way. Big hit in the neutral zone. That's old school.
Oh, Eli Holden just welcomed him to the game.
Oh, this has been a fun game. Colden now in the neutral zone. Still keeping it in deep. Still keeping it in deep. Still battling. Wraparound attempt. Doesn't get through. Knocked aside. This one is going to go the length of the ice and be called on the icing. Boy, what a fun game.
What a shift by Colden.
Take a look here. Old school.
Boom. And that's a play on the puck, shoulder to shoulder. Nice, clean hit. That's what checking's in the game for, to separate people from the puck, and that's what he did.
That's the beautiful part of hockey as far as I'm concerned. Good, clean hit, nothing cheap. But BC certainly has the Titans on their heels. Trying to keep it in deep. It's been deep for about the last 10 minutes now, Mike, and we're getting the power play here.
And that's going to be one of their top PK guys, Drew Charlin, going off the ice. They were looking a little heavy-legged, and the last thing you needed was another BC power play. Let's see who BC brings out. They're bringing out the big guys.
Alta Equipment knows uptime matters. Get your job done on budget and on schedule. Partnered with the biggest names in construction with industry-leading service and support. Call 844-GO-TO-ALTA. All right, quite the conversation down below. They're still having a conversation. The officials right down below us.
I wonder if they're thinking of 5, Sean. It was enough away from the boards that it was a dangerous hit, and it was from behind.
He's saying from behind. You could see him point. I'm not a lip reader, but I can tell you he was pointing behind his back. Still having a conversation down here. This could be huge, Mike, with 4:59 to go. Huge.
To lose one of the leaders of your team in Drew Charlin,
100%.
But let alone for 5 minutes. Well, the call is going in. It doesn't look like TC West is too happy with the call. I'm thinking it's 5. This is almost like a game show. We're waiting for the reveal here. We know it's Charlin, and it's a 5-minute major.
Yeah, that's huge. Wings take a 1-0 lead on Montreal. Lucas Raymond with a goal.
I wonder if they still have him on the third line. He's not good enough to be on anything but the third line.
That's a huge penalty, Mike. Yeah. With 4:59 to go, your best player, and I don't mean any disrespect to anybody else, but your best player's out for the rest of the game. Yeah. Yikes.
Yep, and then when it gets down to it at the end, Sean, you're pulling your goalie just to go 5-on-5.
Hey, Sam Bernstein Law, presenting sponsor of the Hockey Player of the Year and Wall Awards. Voting is now available on StateChampsNetwork.com. Thank you, Sam Bernstein. appreciate you and the crew. It's kind of funny, some of the boys on the ice are watching us do our thing. That was actually kind of funny. I caught them, Mike, kind of looking up at us. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's the one thing the coaches all kind of say is like, hey, the kids are excited about it. They love that we're here. They love being on camera, right?
Well, good game here tonight. Really appreciate that. Appreciate our cameramen as well, Ernest and Muffin. Another power play opportunity for Byron Center. With 4:45 to go. And I think we're going to get a penalty here, Mike.
I'm going Byron Center for a hold.
Yep. Well, you knew one was coming.
Yeah. And he made it easy on him, let's be honest.
Yep. So why don't we do some 4-on-4, 33-13 shots on goal in favor of Byron Center.
That is quite a break for TC West. That's exactly what they needed right there.
Immense. It's going to be Glupker going to the box. So we'll do some 4-on-4 for the next couple minutes, shall we? Still an eternity left in this game. Make no mistake about that. Goheen takes this draw, wins it back. Young with a nice spin, able to get it out to Kuminga. Dylan Kuminga tried to play it to himself, using that reach. Look at him, still getting it back. Young to Kuminga, to Young. Young misfires. Goheen able to keep it in though, Mike. Nice play by Goheen at the line. Dolce in deep.
Some good dance moves there.
Yes, it was, indeed. Shook's got the goal tonight. Shook's going to carry it in. Shook being hounded by Dolce. In behind the net. Goheen's going to pick it up there. Oh, he leaves it dangerously. And the puck next to Saul, and Saul has to get his arm down to freeze that with 3:57 to go here in this third period. Oh, boy.
Some good work by TC West there, just adding to the excitement to get an offensive zone face-off here with 3:57 left. Fresh legs coming out. Maybe some advice from the coach coming in there, and maybe they're going to run a little play here. Let's see what they have on this face-off.
Big draw here. Oh! One straight back to Saul. And an opportunity for Lopshire to throw it into neutral zone. Picked up there by Martsky, but taken over by the Titans. Kept in for the moment. Lopshire back to the point. That one deflected. McKendry on it now. McKendry just going to pump it in deep behind the goaltender Mosley. Oh, look out. Oh. Backhand opportunity. Puck lay there for a second. Still lay there for a second. Good shift there by number 11, Jake Martsky. Puck comes high slot, and they barely got it out. McKendry gives chase in his own zone. Back on a power play in about 25 seconds, Mike. Martsky knows that. He's going to throw it back to Gordy Young. Gordy Young weaves his way into the zone. Dolce picks it up there to Young with the deflection. Another deflection. Mosley didn't like that second opportunity, but you play to the whistle, Mike, and that's exactly what Young did.
You play to the whistle. You get there, and I don't mind a little chop from the goalie, but I want to go back a couple seconds. What a play by 17 Ryan McKendry. He had that puck. He looked over. He could have just thrown it away. His team was making a line change. He circled back. He regrouped and created that whole play right there.
3 stars coming up at the end of this game. Lakemore Resorts, appreciate them. BC back on a power play. Kuminga, content to just leave it. Now back to Gordy Young. Gordy Young to Goheen to Glupker. Oh, he didn't miss by much. He had a beat near side. Young with the shot. That's deflected in behind the goaltender Mosley. TC West out into the neutral zone. Young's going to pick up speed. Nice weave there. Shot blocked, but picked up by Kuminga. Big stop, Mosley. 2:05 to go in this one. Keeping the pressure on. Kuminga twisting, turning. Back to Glupker. Glupker with just a wrist shot, looking for that deflection. In behind the goaltender, had an empty net, blocked in front by something. I don't know what it hit, Mike, but it probably saved the game.
I'm going to say number 25, Riley Basile. He put his life on the line jumping in front of that shot right there. That was a great job. He's going to get stick tapped when he gets to that bench.
You can't pull your goaltender right now either, Mike, as you well know.
So
because
watch him come from behind the net. Oh, God, did he eat that puck. He's going to feel that one, but great job, kid.
I think we're going to get a timeout by TC West. Now, you know what they're talking about. Okay, boys, win this draw, and we're going to get the attack going the other way, and we're going to throw the extra attacker on. Immediately, we want you, Luke Mosley, to head to the bench. But it all starts with winning the draw.
Yeah, I think the number one thing they're doing, they're going to draw up something to win that draw, but they have to make Mosley aware of when he comes and when he doesn't come. At this point, with a minute 44, as soon as that puck's in the neutral zone and we're going, our goalie's coming, we've got to get the puck deep, and then we have to win the forecheck.
Oh, are we on the screen right now? No, we're not on the screen right now. Chuck will let us know when we're on the screen. Now we're on the screen. There's Mike Iveso. There's Coach Hunter. He jumps in. See, he's helping us out as well. Hey, hope you've had as much fun joining us all weekend as we've had here. And I want to give a shout out to the great folks up here in Traverse City. Seriously, first class all the way. Thank you for everything you do.
And how about the hockey coming out of Traverse City, Sean? When we did all of our coaches' calls, it was more about the community, the association, and every coach here from the Bay Reps to TC Central to TC West talked about the other coaches and what they're doing to the programs and the excitement that they're bringing to the Traverse City area hockey.
A lot of fun, no doubt about that. Still have a minute and 44 of fun left.
We have
and maybe more than that.
We have a minute 44 left here, Sean, and a 2-1 game, and there's nothing that makes me more nervous than when they make me turn in my stars early.
McKendry, nice move at the line. Oh, you could tell they were setting that one up. Couldn't get the shot off, though. Golden to McKendry. Back to Golden. Wrist shot comes in. Rebound there for a second. Hoffman couldn't pull the trigger. Wrap around through the crease. Another opportunity. Oh, my goodness gracious. Lopshire couldn't pull the trigger.
Got to get a little pressure out of TC West. They got to get that
shot
puck.
Comes in. That one just wide by Hoffman. Trying to get it out of the zone. Still can't do it. Still can't do it. Puck lay there for a second. Now it's chipped up. Let's see if their goaltender comes out, Mike. He's inching his way. Now he's coming out with exactly a minute to go.
Oh, no.
Empty net the other way. That's going to be chipped in behind the net. Puck lay in the blue crease area for a second. That one stopped in the neutral zone. Hoffman has to get onside, aiming for the empty net. They can't find it. 40 seconds left. Still in the neutral zone.
Oh!
Glupker with a giveaway. Coming outside, 2 men in front, can't get the puck through. 30 seconds left. 2-1 Bulldogs. Traverse City West with the extra man on with the net pull. Dolce, he's got an opportunity from center ice. Scores! That'll do it. 3-1 Bulldogs with 15.6 seconds left.
Dolce with his second goal of the game there. A nice game out of that young man tonight.
We'll have the 3 stars in just a second. But a heck of a game here tonight. What a nightcap here in Traverse City.
Yeah, and just a battle of attrition out there with both teams. You know, they're battling some stuff, and they battled the puck, they battled the goalies, they battled on the walls. What an effort by these teams.
Give credit to Byron Center, Mike, as they come away with a hard-fought, and I do mean hard-fought, 3-1 victory tonight over the Traverse City West Titans. That's going to do it. The celebration at the other end of the night. 37-15, the final shots on goal. as Byron Center comes away with a 3-1 victory.
Yeah, that's a game that if you talk to Byron Center's coaches, they might say that they had to have, and they played like that, Sean. And you can see on the other end the potential that is in that TC West team. And they just battled shift after shift after shift, fighting through some offensive struggles, but in their own end, each man did their job.
Always love to see sportsmanship at the end of these games as the teams shake hands, but Mike, I believe it's time, and this was not an easy proposition for you, I'm sure, but you got to tell us about those 3 stars.
Yeah, once again, made it difficult. There's a lot of guys out there that could have got stars, but I'm going to start with the 3rd star, number 33, Luke Mosley, in net for TC West. They took the numbers down. I think he had 152 saves. He did everything he could to give his team the chance to win. The number 2 star, a guy I really liked his game, Sean, number 9, Gordy Young from Byron Center. I thought he started a lot of the offense. He quarterbacked that power play, did some nice things. The number 1 star, our Wall Award nominee, Quinn Saul. He may not have had a ton of shots on him, but he stopped every one of them that he could.
He most certainly did, and I have a feeling that our own Patty Cesarini might have a little conversation with him down on the ice in just a moment. By the way, James Van Riemsdyk scored 2-0 Wings in Montreal.
Well, it's a good thing that our Habs like comebacks.
We're going to throw it down to Patty in just a second with our number 1 star. As a matter of fact, Patty Cesarini, take it away.
Sweet. Okay, Quinn, in such a close game, I mean, you guys were scoreless through 2 periods. What kept this team going?
I mean, all the boys are they never give up. Even though we couldn't always bury on the opportunities that we wanted, we stayed strong, stayed resilient, and kept going, and eventually the good teams find a way to win.
You guys are about 2.5 hours away from home. You close out the showcase, the nightcap game. What's been the highlight of this showcase for you and this team?
Oh, I mean, just time with the boys. It's awesome, like staying overnight with all the guys in the hotel. I mean, obviously, nothing's better than winning, but just hanging out with the boys, it's awesome.
Well, congratulations on the win. Go and enjoy it.
Thank you.
Sean, back up to you.
Celebrating with them. Oh, isn't that fun? And this was a fun game. Byron Center comes away with a 3-1 victory. They added the empty net goal, Mike, but the conclusion of what was a fun weekend up here in Traverse City.
Yeah, like I said, this is a cherry on top right there. You know, we had a couple games that the teams weren't that close at the final score here, and they have this one, an instant classic. What a battle by these 2 teams.
What an effort by our entire team. Patty Cesarini, Omar and the Omar Can, of course, Ernest, Muffin Robbie, Ravion, Chuck, Coach Hunter, John Watson, Mike Iveso, and I'm Sean Belegian. For everybody, we thank you for joining us all weekend. We're going to be back in action next Friday, as a matter of fact. We're going to be doing the Marquette Heartland game, so we cordially invite you to join us again. In the meantime, thanks so much for inviting us into your televisions, your laptops, your computers, whatever the case may be. The final score here tonight, Byron Center Bulldogs come away with a 3-1 victory over the Traverse City West Titans. For everybody involved, I'm Sean Belegian saying good night from Traverse City.
State Champs Game Time Live is powered by Alta Equipment Company. Game Time Live is also brought to you by Lawrence Technological University. 1-800-CALL-SAM. The Michigan Army National Guard. The Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association. Reaction Technologies. And the MHSAA.